My speech begins by asking, what is something that you wish to permanently change about yourself? I always have believed that humans subconsciously pick up traits from their parents, whether it's positive or a negative thing. As a personal example, as a young child, I always held a strong resentment towards my father. Reason being was because of his short temper, lack of compassion, and terrible communication. My mother, on the other hand, was always emotionally available and had a kind heart, while always being patient with me and my youngest brother. For that reason, I respected and appreciated her. My mother and father argued a lot because of my dad's attitude towards my whole family. Punishments were very severe, and he felt distracted. No, when he felt distressed, instead of conversing with us, he sat in silence and didn't say anything, while easily getting irritated. My father's actions left me feeling alone and empty, while also feeling like I am not good enough or worth his time. So I ended up looking for comfort within my mother, and she always told me she always tried to lighten the mood and things like that. So the relation between my parents really mattered a lot. As people grow older, they realize that their parents influence them more than they actually realize. Things like anger, habits, racism, stereotypes, and behaviors. As I grew older, I started to realize that I picked up a lot of things from my dad that I do not like. Though I wasn't educated and had respect towards everyone, I had my dad's short temper and his lack of communication with those people that I cared about. This is something that I've been really ignorant about for quite a while, and I always had this idea that compassion was for the weak. As I began making more intimate relationships with those outside of my circle, I realized that my behavior wasn't healthy for myself or those around me. This behavior ended up changing my relationship with someone I really cared about. And since that day, and since that bond was broken, I gave myself over the goal of changing and to reach self-acceptance in every way possible. I want to be and help at least one person become better for themselves and those around them. I want to remove the words, I'm just like this, or I grew up like this just because of my parents. I want to change it to more words of improvement. And I want to be able to help that person realize that just because they grew up a certain way doesn't mean that they have to act a certain way to someone. So I want to be able to help that person become better.